Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I want to talk a little bit about Power Automate desktop and, to be precise, this desktop recorder option. So let's see what it is and how to work with it, in which cases it can come in handy. So if I try to test, create a new flow, right? And when the flow gets created, I get a lot of options here, right? The options that I want to try is this desktop recorder. And let me try. What I'll do is a very simple thing. I just open a calculator app and do a simple calculation and see how it would work. So when I click start recording on this window, then you see each element gets, when I hover my mouse over it, it gets into this specific red thing, right? And then when I click here, right, I search for calculator, I open it, so it will be a standard calculator, right? And then I do a calculation. Let's say 1 multiplied by 6 equals 6. Well, that's quite a simple calculation, but you get the idea, right? So each mouse stroke, it creates something here, some kind of a action, and I can look through it, and let's see how it would work. I click finish now, right? I close my calculator, and then I rerun this flow to see what it does. Okay, great. So it seems to work. That's great. That's really good. I had some issues with that before. It wouldn't work because of I had multiple screens connected, and also because of the screen recording software that I use. If I record a specific region, then it would, mess something up. But now it seems to work quite fine. So let's get back to our flow and have a look what we have here. Just so we get some ideas. So this part, what we do is to record some actions from the desktop. This one is to record some actions from the web. So if you want to do some site navigation and then just get some information from some websites, you can use this one here, so web recorder. In some other RBA solutions, these ones are combined, but Microsoft Flow has separated two of them. Another way of getting the same information that we got through desktop recorder is to look through UI automation. You see there are different options here, like data extraction, form filing, and some things which are related to Windows, like set specific UI element, drag and drop, etc. So these parts you can go through here instead of using desktop recorder, or you can combine these parts together. So this would be handy, and yeah, so that's how it works. If I look here on the right side, you see I see this UI elements, right? And this UI elements, they get populated after I did this desktop record. So each mouse click was recorded here, like you see in Windows search. I listed items for the standard calculator, and then in Windows calculator I clicked on some things. So I have buttons here, right? Button multiply, button 1, and button equals. I can add additional UI elements. So let's see if I add something like I don't know, square root or something, right? Yeah, so it gives an option, and in order for me to add this UI element, I have to do a control and left click. So I hold it here, press control, and do a left click, and then I get this button square root, right? It also becomes available, you see here, and you can also you know, if you work with different numbers, let's say instead of button equals, I can press this button square root. So square root, right? So it will change the logic a little bit. And if I run it, let me close this again. I run it, minimize, so we have an idea how it works. Right, now we get the result is a square root of 6. Right. So that gives you a very brief idea. Just to recap, so when we look here under UI elements, when we do a desktop record, it records different elements, or you can add these elements manually on clicking here, add UI element. And it could be anything like a checkbox, you know, or something like this. And then you see the steps are recorded here that you can use. And, you know, you can, of course, use this UI elements in different places. Later you can, let's say, do, you know, work with files, interact with different options. But for now, you get an idea. This desktop recorder can be quite handy when you work with some actions on your desktop. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day, and bye bye.